There it goes. Hello, everybody, and good morning. Today is May 2nd, 2018. It's my day 1.355, and wanted to make a video today. The subject, I think, is going to be related to pain and pain pills because it's a topic that's on my mind. And let me set the stage to say that 5 weeks ago today, I was driving up to Indianapolis, land of a million, city of a million potholes, and to have GCS. Okay, so really, I'm like 5 weeks post-op. Technically tomorrow, I guess. But so 5 weeks post-op, GCS, penile inversion, etc., etc. And today was also, I left my skin the way it is, so you can see. Today was my 13th laser session. And so, to preface, I guess, to just set the stage, recovery below and recovery above somewhat, and I'll do this first, and then we'll talk about surgery. You know, every time I go and get laser done, and I even go for electrolysis, although I'm not currently doing electrolysis because I put that on hold till I pay off my surgery. But I'm always reminded by, how much, number one, how much pain we put ourselves through to transition. There's different kinds of pain, obviously, and everyone has different tolerances. And a very wise woman by the name of Elizabeth Graham, Tess, once told me a story about how she felt we were all survivors because we have to be tough to make it through this process, and I agree with her 100%. But I'm always, like I said, I usually when I get to the laser place, and it is the same thing when I was doing electrolysis 6 weeks ago. Okay, I had an extra session I did on my face because my surgical site was done. And I had done back in the 90s, I had done, I'd say at least 40 hours of electrolysis on my face. My face was clear back when I was young and beautiful. No, I was never beautiful, but anyway, pain, pain we do. And yes, there's creams, and I read somewhere someone had their dentist office was next door to the electrolysis office, so they would get, Novocaine, and then they would go and do I don't know how they figured to do that. While they were numb, they'd get shot up or whatnot. And there was a place in Tampa, Florida, that actually also did something where I think they did laughing gas, although I can't think of, they did it. It was the kind of thing where it was a electrolysis person, a medical doctor, and a therapist had gotten together and made like a one-stop quickie mart. Come in, see the psychologist, see the medical doctor for your hormones, and do your do it all in one shot. And they had some kind of system where they would do some sort of drugs. I don't think it was intravenously, but anesthesia, to do like 6 hours worth of electrolysis at one time. But anyway, so regardless of your method, your preferred method, again, it's just how much pain we put ourselves through as part of this process. Physical pain, and then before we can even get there, we have the emotional pain, and probably even during and afterward. As far as pain as dealing with who we are and coming out to ourselves and all the pain that leading up to going full time and everything else. I mean, again, mental health related issues, who are we and whatnot. But again, it just, like I said, usually as I'm sitting there getting zapped or getting poked, and I'm sitting there going, I just want to cry, but I don't want to cry right now, And then by the time I get to my car, usually my second wind has come in. the endorphins, I'm going to say endorphins, I don't know if that's the right terminology for it, but whatever in our bodies gets stimulated by pain that we can deal with, we're going to push our way through it. That process, it's like the surge of energy, and then there's this, thank goodness it's over. So usually by the time I get to my car, I'm not going to cry because I'm happy it's over, but I still have this need to let it out, So again, pain, and not as a complaint. I mean, it's not like, the red badge of courage, look at me, look at what we've done, or, it's just, we have to be strong. I mean, no one else is going to be strong for us. And of course, you could say, well, you choose to do it. Well, that is true to a certain degree. We definitely have the option of, we can carry a little battery operated, like this one is a little Norelco battery operated. That's what I kept in my purse back when I really needed it. And I had to shave a couple times a day, and I'd excuse myself and go to the bathroom, whatever. We don't have to do electrolysis on our face. We don't even have to do laser, but we want to be smooth. We want to, whatever. But again, pain, just pain. So that's the above pain. As above, so below. Leading into GCS, post-GCS pain. I woke up this morning and I just was like, what in the hell did I do this for? Okay. Not doubt, not regret, not, oh my gosh, he made a mistake. Okay. But I just rolled out of bed and stood up and stumbled a little bit because of the pain. And I was like, holy fuck knuckles. What is this pain about? And as I'd mentioned in videos before, I don't necessarily look at pain as a bad thing or pain to be avoided. I think in some regards, pain, it lets you know when something's wrong. It lets you know that something's healing. And in my case, something that was cut up and put up in different places and different configurations, it's healing. And so it's a sign of, hey, you're getting feeling and sensation back. And obviously it's our sexual organ, the vagina. We want to have feeling in our clitoris and everything else. But I just, as I sat there and I waddled to the toilet and I dropped my panties, and I'm at night I wear liners to capture the liquid. It's not blood, but of course I can look it up and hold up to the light and I can see blood in it, and not to gross you out, but I mean, I am healing. Obviously, it's part of this process. But there was just this cumulative, not realization, but just, pain. Why am I, pain? And, after I did my business in the bathroom, I went to the kitchen and grabbed my ibuprofen, my normal, 4 ibuprofen. And I was just like, this, thank goodness this won't always be this way. I'm hoping, knock on plastic. But I was just like, not how in the hell can I be expected to live this way? I mean, knowing that it's short term, okay. Maybe it's really medium term. Short term, I tend to think of as a week or 2 weeks. This is week 5, okay? And I guess what I'm working my way into is I'm establishing for you the idea that I'm very familiar with pain that is temporary, pain that will go away, pain that will persist. Excuse me, pain that, oh golly, 3 weeks ago that would have killed me to cough. pain wise. But when I got home 3 weeks ago, you know, I had worked myself into, I had to take ibuprofen because I didn't want to be a drug addict. I was, I had a lot of, I felt like people around me telling me, oh, don't take the oxycodone. Don't, you're going to become addicted to it. Don't use it if you don't need it. Da, 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 da. And I found myself just kind of sitting there going, but I'm 45 years old and, I don't think I'm going to become addicted. You know what I mean? So I've been doing just ibuprofen and not taking the pain medicine that I needed to. And so, this morning, I was like, I can't take this no more. Ibuprofen is not cutting it. I'm going to take a pain pill today. And so that's what I did. And, I'm hoping that I'm going to say temporary. I'm hoping that I don't need them anymore. Excuse me again. 3 weeks ago, that would have put me on my knees coughing. So maybe it's the healing, maybe it's the pain pill blocking, I don't know. But it really bothered me, the assumption that I was going to become a drug addict and that there was kind of something wrong with me because I needed to take a pain pill. And I guess I would caution anyone to that. Definitely, we are human beings. We make mistakes. We're not perfect. We're, like I said, we're fallible, infallible, fallible. We are not. We're not machines to begin with, but again, for myself, like I said today, I was like, not I'm gonna kill myself, but I'm like, I don't know what else to do. I'm at the end of my rope, as it were. I knew I wasn't gonna kill myself, but I was like, fuck, this is no way to live, And there have been some days that I had taken more than I probably should have of the ibuprofen, and Lord knows what kind of damage I may have done to my kidney or my liver or whatnot. So maybe the takeaway is, when you have surgery, maybe for me the realization is there are going to be some times where yes, I will need something beyond ibuprofen, or Tylenol or whatnot. But and maybe for the blog just to mark that here at week 5 of recovery, there are days that are so painful you just, initially I remember, when I had heard about GCS and recovery time, and someone had said something about, 7 to 9 weeks, and I was like, oh my gosh, why do you need so much time? Well, here we are. There's no way I could do my job and be in so much pain. And here's the thing that I'm worried about for next week when I go back to work, is dilating. How in the hell do you have an 8 to 5 job and you have to dilate 5 times a day? Explain that to me. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm still working on that. Do you go out to your car and do your business? So anyway, like I said, I feel like I'm deflating now. I'm obviously, the pain pill's kicking in. I'm not in as much pain as I was. And I definitely understand, I understand why people get addicted to the euphoria, to the euphoria feeling of, everything's wonderful. And I don't necessarily feel that way. I feel like, oh my gosh, the edge has been taken off, because like I said, I wasn't suicidal as in I'm going to kill myself. I'm like, I want to kill myself. It's kind of ironic, or doesn't make much sense, does it? Logically, you know what I mean. Obviously, I know enough. I've come so far to kill myself. I mean, there's no reason to. I've got things going. Things are happening. Positive things are happening. And I see, again, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's also kind of death wish. But no, I mean, and someone else, I forget, had said something about 2 to 3 months. Things are gonna happen. We have to give ourselves time to recover. And excuse me, sorry, farted again. Caught me on tape, video. Tell you what, feels good to poop too. Now that I'm being totally gross and honest with you, sometimes you get constipated and then you're trying to dilate and you're like, it's not going in as far as it normally does. Well, no shit, Sherlock. It's you're trying to ramrod a piece of plastic over a bag of crap. That's your intestines. Anyway, but like I said, I felt the need, and I apologize for repeating myself. I knew I needed to say something. I wanted to record something for the blog. Number one, about giving ourselves time to heal and whatnot. And the other thing was to caution about drugs and that phone call. Again, that give ourselves the time we need to heal, as well as caution ourselves with our pain levels. But in my case, if I'm sitting here going, I'm considering killing myself because I can't take the pain, how stupid is that? You have a bottle of OxyContin in the other room, and you're like, or it might be oxycodone, I don't know. But I felt like it had gotten a bad rep, and justifiably so. But my friends, I can't think of any of my friends, but like I said, the vibe that I got was, well, you don't want to take that. You don't want to take that. Well, fuck. What's worse? Feeling like you want to die? Or taking it, getting rid of the pain, and perhaps moving on and healing, and then you don't need it. If this from a pain point of view. I don't know. So, just marking time. Obviously, lots of things on my mind, and that was something else. As I was driving this morning, I didn't take the pain pill till I got home. Okay, so don't accuse me of anything. I made sure I drove myself there and back before I took the pain pill. But I felt like I felt a bit like I was a broken person. I felt like a broken person today. And I hate to say that because I know folks, there's always going to be someone better off than you and worse off than you. And I know, I'm very thankful that I have the body that I have to walk around and do the things that I need to get done or whatnot. But at that moment, I felt very broken. And I think part of me is somewhat tired of feeling that way. So much of my body's runtime is devoted to fixing itself. And, again, thank goodness I did take the time off work to heal. But it's very, and you probably would say, cry me a river or something. My daughter asked me to do something yesterday, and I was like, I'm barely making it to move, let alone to do this for you. You know, and that's what I guess I meant. It kind of like the feeling I had this morning was like, oh God, you know, please heal me. You know, give me the energy that I need to make it. And my hope is that as time goes on, that will also negate. It will also go away. You know, but another phone call. I better get that. Although it's interesting to me that you can have an unlisted cell phone number and get phone calls. You get robocalls and you're like, I don't know who you are. And they're like, you know, your credit, you know, I don't have a credit card. But anyway, neither here nor there. Let's turn this around and just say that, you know, again, it's where we are in this blog, this process, and I do believe things will get better. I do believe, like I said, resources. I can feel my body is allocating resources and healing and whatnot, and I can only hope that, you know, who's to say where I'll be next week when I have to go back to work. You know, who's to say what my body will be in at that time? You know, right now, my white blood cells are surging up to my face, trying to fix the artificial sunburn I got from the laser and everything else downstairs. And I feel like someone is shooting a constricting ray at my crotch because when I get up in the morning, it's so damn tight, you know. And then and compared to like the last time I dilate in the afternoon or in the evening, it's so loose, you know, so loose and fluid and wonderful. And then in the morning, it's like, no, don't let that thing in here. Who let that plastic thing in here? So, all right, my friends, peace out and good luck. And just marking time today. Wish you the best of luck in your journey. I'm so excited. I have a friend, Jamie Nicole, who is just looking beautiful. I mean, she looked beautiful before, but she's blossoming now. She's glowing. And it's so cool to see her bloom and glow. And it gets excited to get happy for people, get happy for other people, happy for ourselves, but also happy for other people that they get to be their authentic self. That is cool. All right, my friends, till next time, I wish you all good luck, as always, in your journey, your transition, your journey, and best of luck in becoming the best version of yourself as you define it. All right, till next time. Bye.